I'm Salma Yaqoob, your independent candidate for Bradford West. I'm a proud mum of 3, Bradford born, just up the road at the BRI. I've been a campaigner for human rights and justice for over 15 years. Was part of the original anti-war movement here straight after 9/11. Have campaigned consistently against the cuts to save our public services, our precious NHS, and to stand up for our students. I'm here in Bradford West because I'm fed up with the years of neglect, both by the Tory government and here locally by the Labour Council, which means that people have been left behind. My manifesto is a positive manifesto, a practical manifesto, and my top 3 priorities are education, jobs and health. On education, I promise within 100 days of being elected to set up stakeholder forums across every ward in our constituency, made up of head teachers, parents, community workers, as well as the cabinet member for education, so that we can bring real accountability, real scrutiny as to what is going on, why we have got falling standards year after year, and to get a promise and targets for improvement. On jobs, we need to engage the local banks to help our local business people. I have already approached NatWest Bank, and the Director of Business Banking there has agreed to set up network right here in Bradford West, supporting existing as well as new startups. And a very practical proposal, which I'm really encouraged by, is reduced banking charges for new startups. And of course, I'm hoping to meet with the other banks, and I'm very confident that when they see the real changes coming about, it will inspire other people to also do similar ventures. And these jobs also need to be created. We have now got a situation where there is pretty much a brain drain because the opportunities are lacking. Even those people who have got their degrees don't feel they can stay in our beautiful city. We need to be attracting investment, and we can do that by using the links that Bradford University already has. It has a world-class MBA where business brains are coming into the city, but sadly we are not harnessing that, and we need to be encouraging them to actually come and stay and build their bases here. So lots of exciting opportunities that need to be harnessed. My priorities for health in Bradford West are: number 1, improving access to GP services. Survey after survey, consultation after consultation has highlighted that residents are finding it incredibly difficult to access their GPs, or actually not happy with the service when they do, whether it's by receptionists or other staff. I understand the pressures that NHS staff are under. I myself am a senior NHS manager, and I value and love our precious NHS, but we need to make it work better for local residents. On the second point under health, I would want to call for more support for people with mental health issues and those suffering from disabilities. On the doorsteps, I'm coming across heartbreaking cases, hundreds of them, where people just simply are not getting the support they need from the statutory services. It's just left to their families, and they feel quite isolated. And in contrast to that, whilst the services may not be stepping in when they should be, the community is. It's not true that people are not trying. People are desperately trying, and in fact I'm constantly impressed with the spirit, the care, the compassion. You know, I've been to places like in churches, places like the Bradford Community Kitchen, where communities have come together to help the vulnerable, to help the homeless, just to help those who perhaps cannot have that regular meal. Shockingly, in this city, we have got 30,000 children in Bradford West alone going hungry every day. That's criminal. That's something that the leadership of this city should be addressing, challenging the cuts, ensuring that we have free meals for our children, especially when their own families cannot afford to feed them. But all of these things, of course, will impact on health. So we need a joint up strategy with the National Health Service here locally, with social care and with community groups. And my proposal is that a small part of the budget should actually be used to commission and to make sustainable the fantastic frontline work that voluntary groups are already doing. They've got it done. They know how to do it. They've got the relationships. They're already doing it. We must ensure that they too have the support that they need to help other people who are less vulnerable.